Hey everyone. We saw Aquaman.
Merry Christmas, Happy Aquaman.
Yeah. I guess
Ugh.
yeah, it's Christmas time. We both saw Aquaman, Tyler and I. JD promised he would, but he
Yep.
also thought the movie came out like New Year's.
Yep. He also had to smooth out some diplomatic relations between him and Atlantis because he pissed them off last week.
Yeah, big
So
time.
remember he was talking about how like the theaters weren't sold. There was those three seats that were sold at the front of his theater.
hmm
Atlantean representatives, he did not make them
Oh,
happy.
so he showed
So
up, but
yeah.
just
So
caused a
he's dealing
fight.
with that right now. He might be in like the Atlantean version of the gulag, whatever that is. I'm sure he'll get out.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sure he
He
can swim. He can probably swim pretty well.
JD walked into the theater holding his popcorn and his drink and saw the Atlanteans.
Yeah.
He goes, "Why
Oh
you
my God.
guys
Speaking of
wet?"
speaking of popcorn and drink, I wanted to send you this picture real quick. AMC,
Mhm.
they had an Aquaman drink bucket, an
Oh,
Aquaman drink and popcorn bucket rather.
oh, okay.
And it's just so goofy. Oh my God. I hope it shows on the like it's shown on the camera, but it looks like yeah,
Okay. That's not the worst.
yes it is.
It's like metal. Do you
Yeah.
have that on you right now?
No, imagine I had it. Imagine I bought that. What kind of person would that make me?
I I got popcorn and for like a large popcorn, they didn't have any bags left, but they had Taylor Swift Era Tour buckets.
Oh,
So
nice. So you have an Eras Tour bucket.
yeah, it's in my house
Damn.
now.
They also had a Wonka hat bucket. Just like
That's
a
neat. Like a
yeah,
top hat.
I guess it's neat. But yeah, you eat out of the hat. I feel like that's kind of awkward, but
Yeah, I guess, but it's better than Aquaman's like armor
his
you're eating out
pants,
of.
his shirt and pants.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
God,
a lot worse.
what a movie.
So JD was actually going to see this movie, which is why this podcast is so late because we've been waiting on him and he ended up not seeing it.
Yeah. Well,
So,
you know what? I think that he got out lucky. He got off lucky because, like, so, okay, to preface, because I just feel like there's no way around this. This movie was horrible. This
yeah.
movie was terrible. I texted you during the movie. I was in the
Halfway?
seat halfway through, and I just said, do I have to stay until the end? And I did, but I was
Good.
not happy. Like,
You
not
probably,
at all.
okay, it's not good, but you probably sent me that picture at the best part of the movie.
No,
The most entertaining, maybe.
no.
Just Arthur and Orm in a jungle. I thought that was at least
I just,
fun.
God,
But no, it was. I came out of the movie wondering, was Flash better? Is Flash the better
I
movie?
was thinking, I think so as well. Like, isn't that weird? I was like, God, at least the Flash had, even if they squandered them, interesting ideas.
Yeah,
You
and the
know,
Flash didn't make me want to leave during it. Like I'm
yeah, I was
staying
like,
to
I
the
have
end.
to see this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, at least it was funny,
I
terrible.
was entertained by the Flash.
Yeah,
This was
yeah, and there were characters in it that I like, kind of.
not
I at
from.
least like the idea of Batman. I like the
Yeah,
idea of Supergirl, but I think I'm done trying to convince myself that I care about like Aquaman or
as you
or
wearing
Ocean Master.
Aquaman merch from
Yeah.
Aquaman.
So I have this Aquaman shirt. I probably have not worn this shirt since I was 16 years old because I remember the last time I wore it was the day that I saw Justice League in
You wore an
theaters.
Aquaman shirt to Justice League.
Yeah. And I worked at Wendy's at the time. I was 16. It was my first job. And I remember getting off work. And then after work, I was going to go see Justice League. And then I was getting like food to go out to the theater from Wendy's. And then I just remember the woman that I worked with, who probably she was like 15 years older than me, probably. She
Mhm.
just looked at my shirt and she went, "You look just like him." And I was like,
A white
okay.
blonde guy.
Yeah, I was like, all right, thank you. And I don't think I've worn this shirt since. I was 16 when I last wore this shirt.
That woman just made me not like it anymore.
Yeah. I was like, oh, thank you.
Did you like Justice League when you first saw it?
I think I liked Superman in it. That was all I really cared about.
Yeah.
But I can't say I liked it, no.
Superman. And the theatrical version of Justice League is better than the Snyder cut.
Maybe. you know, it's weird that like we're now nostalgic for the Snyder cut because I see every character in this movie and I'm just like, oh, remember how cool he was in the Snyder cut though?
Yeah,
Like and like I never thought I would say that. I never thought I would prefer anything that Zack Snyder did.
exactly. Yeah, Rebel Moon out now.
God, don't
I'll
even.
probably watch it.
Have you seen
Uh,
Rebel Moon?
Not yet, but I will. Did you see it?
I watched it, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see your letterbox.
Well,
Okay.
my review said people in the past have wrongfully accused me of being a Snyder hater, but that
Hmm.
isn't true until now. Because this
Oh,
movie
one and a
was
half
fucking
stars.
horrible. I saw 3 movies yesterday, right? I saw Aquaman, 1 star. I saw The Iron Claw, 5 stars.
Oh my
Excellent
God.
movie. What a good movie. And then I saw Rebel Moon,
Oh
one
my
and a half stars. Just
God.
a terrible fucking movie.
Are you caught up with me? Oh, you're beating me
I'm one
now.
above you. Listen,
Okay.
I didn't want to make it a thing because I don't want to reference on the podcast what you've done with your stats, with your numbers.
Hmm.
I still
Still
don't
counts.
like it. This guy has the Disney Plus, what is it?
Yeah.
Cabin Fever Diver Wimpy Kids special
Hmm.
on his year list of movies. And I think it's just there to inflate his numbers. It
Yeah.
just puts him one above me. It
But
did at least,
okay,
but
well, yes and no, because I watched the other two as they came out. So I would have
but I
watched
just
this
don't
either
think they
way.
count. I don't think they count.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm putting it down as
Even in the
accounts.
comments below, does that count? Because it absolutely doesn't count. It's like 70 minutes
Because Tyler and I are seeing how many movies we can watch this year by the end of the year, which is next week.
next week. Yeah.
Yeah, he's at 63 movies. I'm at 62. So it's close. I was
Really,
gonna
he's at
watch Rebel Moon
61
though,
because
so
Diary would be fucking
yeah.
kid. But
I don't think I was gonna see the Iron Claw, but now maybe I will.
what's a movie about pro wrestling, dude? Like, of course I was going to see it.
Yeah, I knew you were, but I didn't realize it'd be that
It made me cry.
good.
It made me cry.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Ugh,
Okay. Yeah.
Aquaman, though.
I'll check out Iron Claw.
Because
Yeah. Oh yeah. Aquaman. Yeah.
I was
So
thinking about this whole journey. So this is the last DCEU movie,
yeah,
and
which we'll probably talk about.
I hate them all pretty much for the most part.
What? You don't like this? You don't like Shazam?
Listen, no, I
The
don't think any of
Suicide
them
Squad?
are. I don't think any of them are. Well, okay, that's probably my favorite one is the Suicide Squad. But other than that, like, I hate Man of Steel. I hate
Mhm.
Batman v Superman. I hate Suicide Squad. I like Wonder Woman. Justice League is the worst movie ever made.
Shazam.
Shazam's good. Aquaman. I really don't know. It just depends on the day. I think it depends on my mood if I like that movie or not.
Okay.
Because it does suck, but I can enjoy it.
Blue Beetle.
Actually rewatched Blue Beetle recently. Not a bad
He's.
movie.
It's good. Yeah. It's.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I think
But like,
Aquaman made me appreciate it more.
what a like for this to be the last movie of this universe. And at this point in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, 10 years in, we got Infinity War. Like
We get Aquaman.
we got Aquaman and the Lost Cause
It,
because they just
the Lost
gave up.
Kingdom. Yeah.
They just gave up at this point. I don't even know where to begin
So
with
the
this
first
fucking movie.
Aquaman movie I love. It might be
Yeah,
my
you do.
favorite DCEU movie actually.
Can you
And
can you go through your Aquaman thing?
why I like him.
Yeah, because I like him too, but I just want to hear it from you.
Well, Aquaman was one of the first characters I got into when I got into comics because I read
Yeah.
Justice League New 52 and I thought he was so
Yep.
good in that.
See, okay, this is exactly the same thing that happened to me. Where like we grew up. At least I was gonna say we, but I grew up on Family Guy, where
Where they make fun of him. Yeah.
every Aquaman was just the worst character, and The Big Bang Theory, and I was just like, well, these are nerd characters, they get it. And then I
Yeah.
read Justice League, and I was like, wait a minute,
He has that
this guy
moment where he
looks
says,
sick,
like,
and he
this,
looks
I
yeah.
am your king. And
Yeah,
it's like this
yes, that's
first come up.
in Atlantis or whatever when they
Jordan
invade. But I'm
Atlantis.
talking
Yeah.
about like origins when he first shows up and he's like, "All right, who's leading here?" Because it's clearly me. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, who's this guy?" You
Yeah.
know, and he's awesome in that. And then just like trying to convince people my entire life that Aquaman isn't lame. But
Yeah.
I think I'm done. I think officially I'm done with this. I don't care. I think the Aquaman experiment is over. For me at least,
That's
I'm done
fair.
with it. I
That's
think
fair.
this is do you think this is the last Aquaman movie we'll ever get?
I think we'll get another one in like 20 years, maybe. Like
I
it'll be a
hope.
while because the new DCU, I think we got to have an Aquaman in there. We got to have like Atlantis existing.
Yeah, at some point.
We don't need to have Aquaman appear right away. Probably not for like 5 years or so once
Yeah,
Legacy starts.
they're in
But
a
you
rock and a hard place.
like Atlantis is such a major place in the DC universe that you got to at least talk about it,
Yeah.
reference it.
Well,
So
here's the thing. Did you into going into this movie real quick? This was the first thing that threw me off. Did you know that the community in the world didn't know that Atlantis was real?
I thought it was very common.
I thought it was common knowledge. I was like, isn't he a part? Isn't the Justice League a thing? Like, isn't he a part of
Yeah.
the Justice League? Don't they know that he's the king of Atlantis? But I guess they didn't. I guess the world didn't know that Atlantis was real. They just thought that all of those tidal waves in the last movie were a really weird coincidence.
And like
Right?
Bruce in Justice League, when he's like talking to Wonder Woman about like who he's recruiting, it's like this is an Atlantean
Yeah.
Aquaman. Like,
Yeah.
so
And
I
like
thought like
again,
everyone knew.
did it just like obviously there's no answers to any of this. And there never will be answers to any of this because this is it. But
Yeah.
I really wonder what the Justice League were in this world. What any of this was.
Because Wakanda in the MCU, they make it clear like this is a hidden
Yep.
city. Like no one knows this place exists except for like
Yeah.
a handful of people. But Atlantis, yeah, it's underwater, but like it didn't feel hidden per se. Like
No.
you got like Dr. Shin
Shin.
who's searching for Atlantis. It's like his whole life and he's talking about Atlantis in the first movie on the news.
Yeah.
So
On the news, yeah. And then I feel like he says it like Atlantis is real. I know nobody would believe him, but at the point where Aquaman becomes a hero on the Justice League, you'd think that people would go, "Oh, all right, maybe Atlantis is real."
yeah.
Again, but
Yeah.
like do the people know about are the Justice League real?
Well they in Peacemaker they like appear and everyone
Yeah,
seems
they
to
do
know who they
show up.
are.
Yeah, and like do they reference them in other movies? Like in
It's not
Blue
like the
Beetle, they
Avengers where
reference
they have like a
Superman.
clear base with like a giant A on it.
Yeah, unless they do, because we have no idea.
Yeah, I mean Bruce was making his old mansion the headquarters, but we never got to see what that became.
This
Man,
was
what a waste of
this.
opportunity. But yeah, I
Yeah,
love the first Aquaman movie a lot, and I even rewatched it the morning before I saw this movie to confirm, like, is this movie good? And I loved it.
I
So
rewatch scenes from it a lot. I like to rewatch the ending because it's just so many colors. I'm like, all right,
yeah,
this,
and
this,
the
this
fight with Ocean Master on like the submarine is
I hate it,
re
but
what? It's so
it's
cool.
just it's so I don't know. I think it looks silly. I know that it's his design in the comics. I hate Orm's design. I think he looks stupid. The
You don't like the
mask and the
mask?
emotive eyes, I hate it.
Oh, I like
I
it.
hate it, dude. And I hate when he goes, "Call me Ocean
Yeah,
Master." Shut
that's
up.
like
Shut the
it's
hell up.
ridiculous there because it's comic books. They have
I
stupid
know it's
names.
inherently goofy. Like I know Aquaman knows it's stupid, but
Yeah,
it's still so stupid.
yeah. I mean, it's comic books have dumb names. I saw a Reddit discussion on Miles Morales' girlfriend Starling, and one of the
Yeah.
comments was like, "Starling is such a stupid name to be in like a Spider-Man comic." It's like, oh, you prefer Rhino, you
Yeah, or
prefer
Spider
Vulture,
Man.
yeah, Green Goblin.
I mean,
Like,
we've had to come to terms with the fact that this guy's name is Aquaman,
yeah,
and he looks like this, which like
yeah,
he looks stupid, even though like he rocks it. Even Momoa kills it in that suit. That suit is good,
yeah. It's very
but
good.
like it's inherently stupid, Aquaman, and like
Mm,
that's the uphill battle they've had to fight is trying to prove to everybody that it isn't stupid, and that's why they cast Jason Momoa. But I
yeah,
just wonder if I wonder if it's over. Like I wonder nobody's going to see this movie. They said I remember the shining beacon of hope was that it's tracking higher than Shazam 2, which like I
which
probably
was
have
a
more money in
huge
my bank
failure.
account than Shazam made.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
it's
this
so
one it also comes out Christmas weekend, which is huge, but also Iron Claw came out this week and Wonka
yeah,
was
and
last week and like
Wonka's still in theaters and Wonka's
Wonka is probably the movie to
amazing.
see. Yeah.
I
That
loved Wonka.
I'm seeing it
Um
next week.
and
So,
then like yeah, and so it's just a mess. It's also like we're at the peak of this fatigue, superhero fatigue. People do
mhm.
have it. It has set in, especially for DC, where everyone realizes that none of this actually matters.
Yeah. Which is
This
good
poor
that
this
it's good that Legacy isn't coming out next year.
yeah, and it's good that or it's not even good, but it's just apparent that they just threw this movie and they were just like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's
they were just
obvious.
like,
Yeah.
we don't have anything left. You know,
Here's
like
the
we're not
worst
wasting any more time on this.
one thing that bothered me a lot is why did you bring back some of the original cast? Like King Nearest, who's Dolph's character.
Yeah,
He,
Dolph
he
Lundgren, yeah.
yeah.
He's in it for a lot of the movie.
Why?
Yeah. But
So
then they
so
go, Willem Dafoe died off screen. They just say it. They just
yeah,
go,
I
oh,
was
yeah.
like,
they,
but
they,
I
they, they,
miss
they don't even
Falco.
say Volko. They just say, like, what if someone says, the disease killed your former mentor. And I was like,
At one
oh,
point,
Volko.
yeah, and later in the movie, Arthur's like, "Man, I really wish Falco were here."
I
It's
didn't
like,
even realize he said that. I probably fell asleep or
yeah,
something. But
he does. But I'm like, okay, that is. I thought you were talking about someone else. I'm like, okay, that is Volco. It's
yeah,
like,
Volko's dead.
but it's like, why is King Nearest here? Because King Nearest in the comics, he's the king of another side of the ocean. Like, there's
Yeah,
Atlantis and there's Zebel, and he's king of Zebel. Why is he involved in this? Like, he had no
I don't
reason to
know.
be there. I
Because
saw
they
a
had to have those
comment.
moments with Orm and whatnot. They
Yeah,
needed
but
Odin.
still, like I saw a comment that said this movie felt like an SNL skit where they had the entire cast come back and they just had to
Yeah. They
find a
just
way
they
to
just
do it.
had to put something for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was especially that crab guy. I was just like, "Are you a character in the last movie?" And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, you are a
Brian.
character
Yeah.
in the last movie. Orm cut your arm off or something."
Yeah, Orm cuts his arm off and he has maybe two lines.
Yeah,
That's it. And I
and but
feel like he was supposed
he's
to be the
big in
comedic
this.
relief. My theater was
Yeah,
silent.
absolutely. He's supposed to
Everything he
be
said.
like, yeah, he's supposed to be Korg. And I just
Yeah.
was like, I was just, yeah, I'm trying to think of the only time my theater laughed. My theater laughed one or two times, but I don't even remember what they were.
I think my
But it's
theater
a
laughed
2 hour
once.
movie, like two laughs.
2.5, yeah.
Not good.
It's
Not good. Two
This
laughs.
movie has the reason why The Flash might be better is because this movie is boring. It's an
Yep.
Aquaman movie. Why are we in a green cave for half of this?
I don't know.
Or like a terrible set of like a Spy Kids base.
Yes, that Spy Kids base. Dude, it's like, did they want us to take Black Manta seriously or was he silly? Like, I know he's
Mm.
silly and he's serious in the comics, but you have to pick a side, dude.
Well, he's supposed to be this guy that doesn't want anything but to
I'm gonna
ruin
kill
Arthur's
Aquaman and
life.
kill his family and do everything. Like, how many times does he say that?
But that's his character. So I'm like,
I
that's
know.
good. Why is he being like mind controlled the whole
I don't
movie?
know.
He
I
becomes
don't
like a
know.
zombie. He gets no
They just
personality.
abandon it by the end. God, I don't
Yeah.
even know. Like, I just was annoyed. I was just mad during this movie, and I thought I was going to enjoy it. I thought I was going to enjoy it even ironically.
Hmm.
I was just like, you know what? I'll sit here. I'm in a big theater. There's no one really here. Like, I'm not anticipating anybody like talking or ruining my time.
Right.
And like I was just sitting there, just like, just bored. Just like,
Yeah.
when are we gonna punch? When are they gonna punch? And then when they did punch, I was like, oh, I wish they would punch more. You
Yeah.
know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the thing
I
that's
I
really
was bored.
frustrating, I feel, is that like you can tell, like James Wan, like there is a creative world. There's a lot of interesting stuff.
Hmm.
Like I like Jabba's palace or whatever that they
Yeah,
go to
basically
underwater.
was. Yeah.
I like that. It's cool. It's just there's cool ideas that are just so ridiculously stupid because
And you
every person in the movie is just so stupid.
and with James Wan, he comes from a horror background. He's usually involved with horror movies. And the first one, he got the trench being the horror element of it, which is very
Yeah,
good.
that was cool.
This one, we get the one scene where Black Manta like beats up Arthur's dad, and he's like in the dark and the eyes light up.
Yeah, or the part where he's maybe gonna kill Jimmy Woo and then he doesn't.
Yeah, like there's no stakes in this. Like,
Yeah.
okay, in the comics, Arthur's mom dies, his dad dies, and his son dies. They're
Yeah, like
all
it was
alive
like
by the end.
there was a point where I was like, should they kill the baby?
They
Like I'm
should
like
have.
maybe they should kill the baby. But I'm like that's I don't know if I really want that on an IMAX screen to just watch a
I
baby get
wanted it.
stabbed through the heart.
I
But
wanted
like, but there was a point where I was just like, okay, let's just let global warming win because like what are we gonna really
it.
do? You
Like
know?
at least kill the dad. At least kill the
Yeah, they didn't
mom.
even kill the dad. They killed him and then they went, no, he's not dead though. I'm like,
Yeah.
why'd you kill him then?
Yeah, it's like no one dies in this movie except for Black Manta breaking his back. Like
Yeah, and yeah, jumping, killing himself like Loki, because this movie is just a Thor
Dark World.
movie.
It's
Yeah,
Dark World.
and he even calls Orm Loki.
Yeah, as a
He's
joke.
yeah, I was just like, wait, what? Like you could do that? You could
Yeah.
just say, oh, okay, Loki. Like like you're gonna be that self-referential. I mean, even the last line of this movie is just him going, "I am Aquaman." Who is that
Iron
for?
Man.
Iron Man
Yeah.
came out 15 years ago. We are 15 years past Iron Man.
And this is the sequel. This is his third
Yes.
appearance.
And this is the last and the last DC movie. And they're
Yeah,
referencing
I
the
am
first
Aquaman.
MCU movie. That was 33 movies ago.
That looked terrible too. Green
Yeah,
screen
I am
in New
Aquaman.
York.
Yes. Oh God.
There's like no lighting, or there was too much lighting on him, so he was just
Yeah.
glowing. It's just Jason
I,
Momoa was the wrong guy to play Aquaman. I get why
you
he
think
was
so?
casted. I think he was the wrong guy. I think Patrick
I
Wilson
mean,
would have been a great
he's good for
Aquaman.
this Aquaman. Yeah, Patrick Wilson would have been a great Aquaman. I like that Patrick Wilson does look like traditional Aquaman. I
Aquaman.
think that that's intentional. I'm also holding Namor. I don't know why, but I think that's intentional that he
It
looks
was.
like traditional Aquaman. I think that's cool
And his
because in
line
the
deliveries
comics,
feel like Aquaman too.
yeah, in the comics, Arthur being blonde is the thing that is different about him.
Mhm.
Like, but in this, it's that he's Jason Momoa, and like the bloodline of King Atlan or whatever is they're blonde. So it's like a switch. And I'm like, okay, that's I guess kind of interesting.
Because
But
he's half, yeah.
yeah, but like I now I wonder just like who are they gonna get next? Are they just gonna get a blonde guy? Like, are they gonna get like how do you even that's all I kind of wondering was like, okay, how are we gonna reboot this?
I
Like,
think
what are we gonna reboot it with?
if James Gunn is involved, he would cast like a traditional looking Aquaman.
Aquaman, probably. But like, has Jason Momoa now taken over the Aquaman character? Like, do people think of Aquaman like this, or do they
Yeah,
think of Jason
they
Momoa?
think of Jason Momoa.
So
But I
what do you
think that it's
do?
okay to change that. Like I want the next Aquaman to be a lot more stoic and a
And
lot more
regal and royal
serious.
and whatnot?
And I
Yeah.
don't want to be like, you've never tried za before? And
Yeah,
like,
you've never had a slice of za.
yeah,
You
it's
never had
like,
a cheeseburger and a
what?
beer. That was the one thing I was invested in. It was by the end, I'm like, okay, at least Orm got his cheeseburger. I was like,
Yeah.
all right. I was like, fine. You set that up and you paid it off. At least you did that,
I mean,
And
they
then he,
didn't, there's no loose ends by the end of the movie, which is good.
yeah, because there's nothing left to even like tease,
I mean, they paid Ben Affleck to be in this movie and
And
Michael
Michael
Keaton.
Keaton. Yeah,
Yeah.
they cut them both.
Yeah. So
Uh,
this movie is just it was always meant to be a mess. There's also like if you didn't know about the Amber Heard situation, you'd be so confused why Mura is just like kind of in the
yeah.
movie. Like
Yeah,
she's in the
and
whole
she's just
movie, but
horrible. Like she's
yeah.
just like especially just she doesn't sell any of the lines. She doesn't do anything interesting. She
When Arthur got crushed by
I
that
don't even
rock
know
and
what to
then
say.
Mura comes to like get it off of him, it's like
Yeah.
slow-mo shot of her. I'm like, oh,
I'm
okay.
like, haven't we done this like 30 times? Haven't we done a scene where Mara just shows up and does a bunch of water shit like 80 times? And that's
Mhm.
like all of the last movie.
Yeah, but at least in the last movie, she's like a character.
Yeah, I
she has a
guess.
reason to be there. This
I
movie,
almost
she
again,
doesn't.
it makes me almost nostalgic for when she's like British in the Snyder Cut or whatever. You killed that bastard that killed Arthur,
Yeah, I
whatever.
forgot she was. Yeah.
Yeah, because at least in that she like sucks the blood out of Steppenwolf's face. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's cooler
It's weird. It's weird that I'm nostalgic for the Snyder Cut. I was literally staring at Aquaman in
because
this
it's
movie, being like,
good.
he's cool in the Snyder Cut though. Like he
Yeah,
does,
he
like
is.
he says like cool lines. He's got good moments. He's a full character. And in
Mhm.
this, his baby pisses in his mouth twice.
Yeah,
They couldn't get over the joke. They thought it was so funny.
he has a
They
piss
did it
joke in the first
twice.
movie too. So it's
Yeah.
just James Wan really likes that, I guess.
I don't know. I'm just I can't even say I was disappointed because I didn't expect anything.
It's just a
But
boring
like
movie.
I know that you must be aching because I'm gonna
Yeah.
describe what this movie like this movie on paper, right? Black Manta wants to kill Aquaman, and so Aquaman has to go and recruit Orm, and they have to team up to stop Black Manta. That's your dream movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it is
They'll
actually.
never make, and they're never gonna make this movie again.
Because Ocean Master and Black Manta are like not even just Aquaman villains. They're some of my favorite comic book villains.
Yeah, they're
And
never
yeah,
gonna make this movie again. This was the movie. They're
yeah,
never gonna make this again.
yeah.
How's that
When
feel?
Orm looked at King Neron and he's like as if, oh, maybe I'll let him die. I
Yeah,
wanted that. And then he
yeah,
saves him. I'm like, okay.
yeah. I was like,
Oh.
oh, Orm. Maybe there's a little spice in you still. And no, they just forgive him.
Yeah.
How many people did he kill last movie?
They probably millions.
Yeah, he ruined the earth. Remember, he sent like all the garbage into the like how many people
Yeah.
died in those tidal waves? I always think about those tidal waves because it's so large and there's so many news reports. And I'm just wondering, where's Superman? Where's Wonder Woman? Where's the Flash?
Hmm.
Where's any of these guys? And Orm like kills so many people, and we forgive him. At least Loki had the decency to die at the end of the
Yeah.
Dark World, where we can go, okay, and then he sneaks into Asgard or whatever, but they don't forgive him or let him go.
Yeah.
They
In
just
this
let
movie,
Orm go.
they let Orm go, and as they do it, Arthur, Mara, and King Neron, they're all like grinning. They're like, yeah,
Yeah, they're like, oh, look at him. He's
yeah,
learning. Like,
yeah.
no,
It's
he's
like
not.
he killed so many people.
Yeah.
And I get that's like the Atlantean way, like it was fine because they didn't care about humans, but this movie could have been out of everything they could have done, why did they make this? They made
I
Black
don't know. And then
Manta,
especially they abandon the Black Manta plot at the end. The Black Manta just
yeah.
gets thrown aside, and then we have to fight just an I could not stop laughing that the conclusion to the big battle is that Arthur throws a trident at the bad guy. He catches it and he goes, "Well, lucky I have another one." And he just tries
Throws
again
it.
and then he kills him.
The big bad did nothing.
Yeah, I thought that was I could not stop laughing that that was the conclusion. Was like he was like, "Well, lucky I have another one, so it doesn't really matter." He just does the
Mhm.
same thing twice and it works.
And I was like, I wanted the movie to end, but I'm like, okay, at least we get like a trident fight between two kings.
Nah.
Nah, because I thought the fights were good in this. Like, I enjoyed the Black Manta versus Art
Yeah.
versus Aquaman fight, even though it was only a minute long.
Yep.
But it's still good. DC's pretty good with action, but this sucks, man. Is
Yeah,
this
it
the?
was.
It's not the worst DCEU movie. I think
Is
Wonder
it
Woman
not?
2
Let me
is way
think.
worse.
Wonder Woman 2. Oh God, Wonder Woman 2 also sucks. Like so bad.
I think the first Suicide Squad is worse. I
Let
think
me look at all these DC
1984
movies.
is worse.
Oh gosh. DC, where are you at? Modern
This
DC movies.
Aquaman The Lost Kingdom also thinks their audience has never seen the first Aquaman
Yeah, even
movie.
though that movie made $1 billion.
There's so many flashbacks. And
Yeah.
every time something's brought up from the last movie, they flash back to that
Yeah.
last
Did you
movie.
like the first line of this movie? They say everyone's good at something. Mine is talking to fish. Like, are we ever gonna move past this?
Yeah.
We get it. He talks to fish.
And they've
We
even
got over it
established
so long ago.
in the comics, they say he doesn't talk to fish, he
He
just
doesn't talk
controls
to
the
fish.
fish. And
Yeah,
in this
he sends
movie,
them like impulses that they maybe listen to.
in the first movie they say that he makes, like, when they go in the whale's mouth with Mira, he says I can direct them to do certain things and sometimes they can do it.
Yeah, but he's not like having conversations. Like in in Family Guy, there's like cutaways where Arthur will be sitting at the bottom of the ocean and he'll like get fish to grab him beers. Like that is not what he does. He doesn't
Yeah.
talk to them and like have conversations with them. He
Yeah.
would just direct them in a certain way. They cannot get over that. Like,
Hmm.
how many times does he say in any of these movies, or anyone says in any of these movies, "Oh, you talk to fish"? We get it, dude. We
Yeah.
don't think Aquaman is stupid anymore.
Yeah.
You guys like the first thing Batman says to him, "I hear you talk to fish."
But it's like
Okay.
that's saying like Batman doesn't know too much about
Yeah,
Aquaman,
and that
and
should have
it's
been
like,
it. Cut it
yeah.
there. Nope.
In this very movie, when they get rid of Black Manta's spy base or Spy Kids base, they it's just Arthur controls all the fish to like surround the boat. And
Yep.
that's what he does. That, like, he
Yeah.
doesn't say, "Hey, do this." He just
Yeah. Grab me
uh
a beer, or whatever.
sponsored by Guinness. Yeah.
Even though, yeah, yeah, oh my God, there were so many Guinnesses in that in his fridge.
All logo facing forward.
Yeah, and also the fucking stupid wah 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 effect of the little circles doing
Yeah.
the fish effect with from his baby.
Yeah.
Come on, we're that stupid? We're doing Super Friend shit?
Yeah.
Like we're that dumb now?
In the Snyder cut, they show that, but it's only underwater. It's like a
Yeah.
pulse. But
Yes.
in like outside of water.
And again, it's like I'm weirdly nostalgic now for like remember when they took this seriously? Remember
Mhm.
when, Superman was like the most serious thing ever? Even though I hate that, I'm like, maybe we should go back to when these characters like were where they cared about shit,
Yeah.
where they weren't just complete idiots. Because this Aquaman, he's always like, oh God, I gotta file paperwork, I gotta do king stuff. It's so boring.
Hmm.
What are you doing then, dude? What did you think it was gonna be like?
I was really annoyed that he's just like he's bored with his job. But like, I want the Aquaman in the Snyder cut where he is like, Bruce is like, here you talk to Fish, and he's like in
Yeah.
Iceland, and he's angry, and he's like,
Yeah, and they
he's very
sing songs
stoic.
about how he's a
Yeah, yeah.
god.
They think he's like a demigod, which he kind of is,
Yeah.
and he's this very serious character. I wish that was the Aquaman that we still had today.
Yeah, because I was just thinking about how, like, in the Snyder cut, they established the relationships. Like, obviously he's like Volko's like, you are the king, like you are the rightful king. He's like, no, clearly he's been to Atlantis. Has he been to Atlantis by the time of Aquaman? I don't even remember.
No,
But
his first time was in Aquaman. Yeah.
clearly he knows everything that he's supposed to be and he hates it. And I'm like, you know what? That's interesting. He's a cool character. He's got cool setup. There's the part where he's with the Flash and he's like, and the Flash is like, I thought you didn't care about any of this. He's like, I never said that. And you're like, okay, this guy has a heart.
Mhm.
He's a cool character. He's kind of fun.
You're
I
making me
just
want
don't
to watch
know.
Justice League.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, man, do I really, am I nostalgic for Snyder now? Like, that's where we're at.
Yeah. I think they should have just committed and had Snyder do his universe with like don't make
It
Bruce
would
and
be over
Lois a
by now.
couple. It would be over by now because it was like a
and
6 year
and
plan
like
or
I
something.
clearly I obviously do not want to live in that world because I think I would have hated it. It would have driven me insane.
But it
Like
might have been
for
better than this.
at least we're getting a reboot. Like at least they are reboot. Imagine this was just a DC movie and we're getting another one
Hmm.
and we're just like, oh my
We're getting a
god.
reboot in an established universe, which is
Yeah, just
nice.
imagine like they were imagine the timeline we were in was where we're still getting like Black Adam 2 and we're just like, oh
Yeah.
god. Oh my god.
Yeah, here we
Yeah.
go. But we gave Man of Steel too, so I'd be excited
I
for that, even though
guess,
you'd be
but at
scared.
least we're getting. I'm happy that we're starting fresh. I
Kind of.
again,
Yeah,
there's all
we
these
still have.
Jason Momoa rumors. Like, is he Lobo? Is he? I don't care. I
I'd be
don't
okay
know.
with him being Lobo, but what would he be in?
Yeah, I guess a Superman thing because I
Yeah,
guess Superman or Lobo's somehow a Superman adjacent character.
I could see him being in Legacy.
I don't know. I feel like they would have announced that already. I don't know. Maybe future down the line. I don't know. I don't know what any of this is going to be. I do wonder how they're going to try to pick these pieces up. I'm like, are we going to see Barry Allen again? A new version of Barry? Are we going to see Aquaman again? Are we going to see like what's Wonder Woman going to look like? Like what is any of this going to be in this new
I
universe?
think the Trinity is needed. Like we already
Yeah,
know
I
they're
mean, yes.
recasting Batman. The
They're
Trinity is
going to
needed.
definitely recast Wonder Woman.
Yeah. They're doing Green Lanterns because we know
Yep.
Lanterns, the show will be John and Hal. And we
Yeah.
have Guy already. Uh yeah, I mean I hope we get a Barry instead of a Wally. I like a Kid Flash Wally and then he grows into the role.
Yeah. I just like this new DC universe is so there's so many possibilities and it's just we're back at square one again, but at least it's with a guy I trust. It's with a
Yeah.
guy who does know this stuff, you
And
know?
that guy, James Gunn, he posted that picture, the Bendis panel with Ivan Reis, where it's like Superman walking into the Hall of Justice. There's a bunch of heroes everywhere.
Did
He
he
posted
post
that
that?
like a year ago.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. He did post that,
it's
yeah.
like I think that's what he wants Legacy to be because he's like, oh yeah,
Yeah. Or
Hawk
I think
Girl's
I
going to
think
be in
that's his
this,
end
and
game at least. He at least
yeah,
wants I think his end game is that he wants there to be a Hall of Justice. He wants these characters to be all known. He wants them to be like global and everything.
mhm.
He just wants the big splash page. And like when we get that, it will be amazing. Like
I think
I
we might
know
get
we
that
will
in
get that.
Legacy. I think we
I
will
don't
get
know.
that.
We would have to cast everyone by legacy then. I don't think they're going to do that.
We're just getting like we're getting Metamorpho and we're
They'll
getting
reference that there is a Justice League. That could even be like Metamorpho and all them could be the Justice League, and then Superman's like, "You guys are trash. Let's make a new one." And then we get
yeah,
the actual Justice League we like because that's what they did
yeah,
in the '90s.
with maybe Aquaman on that team,
Yeah,
but I could see
because
him
like
walking in and we see all these heroes near the end of the movie. And I know James doesn't like cameo porn or anything, but I could
yeah,
see a ton of heroes at the end of the movie staying there. And I could see among those heroes seeing like Blue Beetle, like the Blue
I
Beetle
can
we
see
know.
references at least. Like we'll reference these characters exist. They'll be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, but if you want to be dark, go to that guy in Gotham," and be like, "Oh, oh,"
Yeah. Oh
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
but we're not gonna get Batman in this movie.
No,
We're not gonna get Wonder Woman. We're not gonna get
but at
like
least
core league
like
members.
there's some like we know they'll meet, but they'll obviously get there. We'll get a Justice League movie. Like there's no way we won't get a Justice League movie. It might not be the Justice League that we are familiar with yet.
International.
I think we're gonna get Justice League International. Like
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure about that.
But we're getting Booster Gold soon. He
Yeah,
can be on the team. We Ted Cord was set up.
Yep, Ted Cord is set up, and then they have
We
Maxwell Lord now,
Maxwell Lord is
and
casted, yeah.
like Hawk Girl, and I just like I am excited for this. I am very excited for this. The eventuality of it. I don't really need Dark Side or any of them.
No, yeah.
I want the Legion of Doom. I want these characters.
Yeah.
I just want these characters to exist in a world that isn't fucking stupid. You know what I mean?
If they set up an actual Legion of Doom would be incredible too. Like have
Yeah, I think they're gonna
Sinestro
do
and
that.
Lanterns. Black Manta's on that team though. I don't think they'll
Yeah,
do
he doesn't
him.
have to be. I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
Grodd. I want we have Lex already.
Hmm.
I want them all. Ra's al Ghul will probably get him.
Yeah.
Um, I'm
Cheetah,
just
maybe.
I'm just no, absolutely. Oh, I
I
guess
can
we
see
did.
them doing a
I
proper
guess we've
cheetah.
redone Maxwell Lord already, so I guess we could redo Cheetah again.
Yeah.
But I just like I'm so excited for this. At least it's over. At least now it's actually over,
The
and
final
we can
scene
start
in the
being excited
movie,
again.
the final scene of the DCEU is Patrick Wilson eating a cockroach.
Yep,
So
on a burger, which I actually was like, all right. I was like,
it's
okay,
that's the DCEU right there. Like it's
yeah.
mostly bad movies. I enjoy most of them, I think.
I've genuinely been like, do
Half.
I need to relook at Man of Steel and that trilogy? Like, I'm like, am I old enough now to where like
Like
I can put it aside?
I think yeah, you should rewatch them. I mean
And I
you
feel like,
you
but I
watched
just feel like I
BVS
rewatch
recently.
them all the time. I feel like I always try,
Yeah.
but like I'm like maybe now that it's over, I can forgive it.
I think the Snyder Cut might be my favorite thing on this
It's
list.
so good. It's so good
It's not
though.
perfect, but
It's
it is like
stupid
it's
good.
really good.
Yeah, there's so many dumb things. Like, remember when Wonder Woman just murders everyone in
Yeah.
that
Oh,
in
yeah.
front of all those kids, and then
Yeah.
blows up the building?
She like throws a guy into a wall and his spine comes out just basically.
Yeah, in front of all those kids again. And
Yeah.
then the whole terrorist plot was to blow up this building. She goes, "Actually, I'm gonna blow up this building," and then she blows up the
Hmm.
building.
But like Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman 1984, I've only seen once, and I didn't like either of them.
I
And I
like
don't
Birds of
think I'll
Prey.
rewatch them. I think Birds of Prey was
This is the thing,
entertaining.
man. This is what we're talking about. They made a Birds of Prey movie. We never got Superman 2. We never got a Batman movie,
I
you
think
know?
Hurley has the most appearances in the
Yeah, and she'll
DCEU.
probably come back. And they might
Yeah,
as well bring her back because like who else are you gonna get?
I mean they could
Margot
probably
Robbie's
find.
she's like perfect for that role,
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. And she's not
So
old or anything. It's not like, oh,
yeah,
we
you
gotta
might as
cast
well
someone
keep her.
younger.
And she's like big.
Yeah,
So
because she's like in her 30s, so it's
yeah.
fine.
We just had $1 billion Barbie, so like she's everywhere. People they I mean, I don't doubt that James Gunn is gonna like do something big with Harley.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know. Like I don't. I mean, we're getting and then, but now we have to also look forward to like an Amanda Waller show, you know,
Yeah, and
and we're done. I'm
Viola
done with
Davis is
Waller.
is a great Amanda Waller, but we don't
I'm
need
done
a
with.
show on
I'm
her.
done with flipping the page. Where are the issues that came out this week or last week? Here we go. I'm done with flipping the page to the end of a DC comic and fucking Amanda
Scene,
Waller is there. I'm
yeah.
done with it. Ugh, I can't find Green Arrow, but that was the end of the latest issue of Green Arrow. It's also in the latest issue of Wonder Woman. I'm done with it. I'm so done with it. I'm so done with seeing her.
I,
When is someone gonna kill her?
DC Studios co-CEO Peter Safran just did an interview where he said, talking about Jason Momoa, said, "We'll see
Uh,
what happens, but I really hope people will come and support this potentially last stand as Aquaman. When I think of Jason in the role, he is the perfect, definite Aquaman. We'll see what happens with him beyond it. I know that Jason will always have a home at DC. Is he the perfect Aquaman?"
I don't know.
Like,
He's I that was the thing. It's like I,
I think James Wan wanted Patrick
who do you
Wilson as
get?
Aquaman.
Who do you
The
get?
the the problem is Zack Snyder casted the lead.
Yeah. Who do you get for Aquaman now?
I mean, I do like Patrick Wilson as Aquaman,
They're
but
not gonna
you
do it.
obviously no, they can never do that. I'm bad at fan casting though. Like I don't know.
I'm
Zac
thinking
Efron.
Skarsgård, Alexander Skarsgård. Remember the Northman?
Oh, oh, he would
Oh,
be good. Yeah, he would be good.
I wish that we could just get Chris Hemsworth though. Like I wish we could
Yeah,
just get
he looks like
Hemsworth
it.
for
I'd even
Aquaman.
take Chris Evans as
Yeah,
Aquaman.
yeah,
But no,
yeah. I
they
don't
they
know.
wouldn't do it.
they'll get somebody. I mean, unless they just abandon Aquaman completely, which I mean, they possibly could,
They could, yeah.
I guess.
He's not
But
needed right away. There's no rush for
yeah,
him, and you shouldn't rush him because we just had Aquaman 2. So we
yeah, we
don't
just had
want
two
another
Aquaman
Aquaman
movies,
right
which
away.
is like still like it's probably too many Aquaman movies. Two is already like pushing it.
I bet summer next year, like DC Studios will have a panel at like San Diego Comic-Con or something, and they'll
Just
announce the
announce
rest of like Gods and
the League.
Monsters. Probably the League,
Mm,
yeah, but like because James Gunn, when he announced everything, he said this is only half.
yeah, this is half of
So
chapter one. Yeah,
yeah,
and then Superman starts filming in March. He said.
and he probably said
So
it's
that's
only
when,
half because he doesn't want to be like, oh, get ready for the Flash movie this summer and a Flash
yeah,
reboot later
yeah.
next year.
I do. You, what do you think is on that slate? What do you think we don't know about?
I think
I
Flash.
think
I
knowing
guarantee
James
Flash.
Gunn, you guarantee Flash. I do
Yeah,
not guarantee Flash.
I think
I don't
Flash
think
for
so.
sure. Yeah.
I think I'm trying to think of the characters that he would like deem as like we need to get this person on a screen. I think Green Arrow.
Yeah, I want that so bad.
I need a Green Arrow movie
Yeah.
or or I guess we've already had a Green Arrow TV show. I would love a Green Arrow movie.
Did you
Get Austin
see
Butler.
there was the interview Austin Butler.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Charlie Hunnam,
Charlie Hunnam. Yeah,
he did an
he got asked.
interview. Yeah, yeah, he got asked to be Green Arrow, but he did one Google search and went, nah.
Yeah, I don't even think that's perfect either. Like people have always said that that was like the perfect
Because he
casting, but
got
it's
like the blonde
just has
goatee.
a goatee. He's just
Yeah.
blonde and has a goatee.
But it's
Um,
interesting that DC asked him, and this was many years ago, he said, but he
yeah,
also said, like, I don't know who Green Arrow is.
yeah.
So it's like, okay, that's fair.
I want Green Arrow. Like that's probably the number one thing I want that they have not even teased or anything.
Hmm.
And other than that, I mean, like they'll do Justice League, they'll do Flash, they'll do maybe Aquaman. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I just want Green Arrow, really.
I want I do want Flash. If there's like, I mean, like my characters have been done. Like I'm satisfied either way. I
They're
want
doing
them to
Green
do
Lantern.
Shazam again, but later, like far later down the line.
Yeah,
And I like them to cast like a 10-year-old to play Billy, not a 16-year-old who's
not a
gonna,
man.
yeah, not these about was like, hey, this guy's gonna be an adult in 2 years.
Yeah, this guy's an adult right now. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other DC characters, but I'm completely blanking like on who even exists besides Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman.
I mean, Superman's the main one that I'd want. I like yeah, I mean, Flash and Green Arrow are like the
I mean, they're
two that
doing
I really want.
Supergirl. I forgot. I mean, Lobo could be in Supergirl.
I want Nightwing.
Yep. I'm sure. I guarantee we'll get Nightwing in some fashion.
Yeah, I think so too.
I can't think of any other characters. There's like no DC characters I can think of.
I mean, I want Ted
New
Cord,
gods.
Blue
I
Beetle,
need new gods. I
Mr.
want
Miracle.
new
Yeah,
gods.
I'm excited for
Not even
Supergirl.
just Mr. Miracle, just like make a new gods anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, if I go on like I'm trying to think of DC characters too that I would like really want.
That they did not do or they did poorly and that like need to be done again. Like Ted Cord I need, but I guarantee they'll do Ted Cord. He'll probably be in
Yeah,
Booster Gold,
I mean,
which
the
would be
number
awesome.
one that I want is Green Lantern, but we're getting that,
And they're doing
so I'm
that.
good.
Yeah. The number one I want that they is Superman and we're doing that. But
Yeah, so we're good. We're
Green
good.
Arrow I want. Yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah,
I just want a DC universe. I just want a full
an
living,
actual,
breathing, every
yeah,
character pretty much hanging out with each other DC universe. I want the Watchtower. I want I don't know. I want them to go deep, man. I want John Jones. I want Kyle Rayner. I want Wally. I want them to get to these points. You know, if
yeah,
Superman dies, I want it to mean something. Uh, I just want it to be good. You know,
yeah, exactly. I guess that's it for Aquaman. Like it sucks.
you want Teen Titans?
I wouldn't care.
Do you think we
Like
have to do Teen Titans at some point
if
though?
they do it, I'll be like, that's nice. But if they don't do it, I'm not gonna complain.
God, they can't recast Cyborg though. He'll be pissed.
Yeah, Ray Fisher will be. How was he in Rebel Man?
I'm just shaking my head. He was in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his design looks pretty cool.
he looks pretty cool. Yeah, He's in it though. That's really all I have. He's in it.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
like that's every character in Rebel Moon though. You'll see. They're just in it. They don't
Yeah,
do
I
anything.
hear
They're
that they
just in
just
it.
like this is the movie that sets up a movie.
Yeah. This is a movie that sets up a movie but also ends. So
Yeah.
it doesn't set up the next movie.
Oh,
But like it
I guess
weirdly
that's
has an
good.
ending and then it just says part 1 over. I'm like, "Oh, why do I care about part 2? Why is this even a part 1 of 2?"
It's really long,
The
right?
part 1 craze, man. Like I'm in it cuz I love part 1s. But like did we really need Zack Snyder two-part Netflix blockbuster space Star Wars movie?
Yeah. I
You
guess
know,
not.
part
I
it's
guess
called
not.
Rebel Moon Part 1 Child of Fire.
Yeah, that's a long
And the
name.
next one's Rebel Moon Part 2 The Scar Giver. And then
That's
they're
a cool
threatening us
name.
with all these like spin-off movies and video games and Lego sets and all this. I'm just like, I don't. Can you not make us like make sure we like this first,
Hmm.
before they make the Rebel Moon anime, which they're gonna do.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
this was something that Zack
At
Snyder
least
brought
he's
to
happy.
Lucasfilms,
Yeah,
and they said, "No, this is
they
bad."
said, "Get the fuck out of here. You're crazy." Yeah, at
Yeah,
least he's happy, I guess,
yeah, it's good that he's happy with
because they're
this.
letting him even do the Snyder cut thing again. You hear about this?
Yeah, with
Rebel
Rebel
Moon,
Moon.
oh my god, that pisses me off, dude. The version that's released right now is a PG-13 version of it, and then he's like going, "Wait for the director's cut, though." I'm like, "Come on, you have full reign. It's
Yeah,
on
he could have
Netflix.
done it.
Just release it release the first one as the one you want it to be. I'm not waiting for the Snyder cut again, especially for Rebel Moon.
Yeah, of all things.
Yeah, like I didn't even care. Ugh,
I'll watch it. I'll check it out. I'm curious.
yeah, ugh, bad movie.
So that's the DCEU. We might bring it up again. I'm not gonna put this in the title of this episode because it's super secret, but Insomnia got a leak
Yeah, I
and
haven't really seen many of these.
everything was
I
leaked.
looked up. Okay, so here's what I've heard. I guess for people that don't want leaks, go away. But why would you not want to hear that
Well,
they're
we're
making
not
a
going to
Venom
talk
game?
spoilers. We're not talking spoilers.
Are there spoilers?
The entire Wolverine plot was leaked,
Oh man.
including the ending.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I heard Venom game.
Hmm.
I've seen the Wolverine footage. I looked it up. It looks fucking sick.
Hmm.
I
It's
heard
like
that Ratchet
pre-alpha
and
though.
Clank is in like 2032.
Yeah, they're making a sequel to that
And
one.
I heard that they're considering making Spider-Man 3 part 1 and part 2.
Okay, so
That's what I heard. That's it.
you don't know some of this
I've been
stuff.
touching grass, bro. I've really been touching grass.
Yeah, yeah, because you don't have Instagram anymore. But people have been posting on Instagram and their accounts have been being deleted.
Well, I heard that the Wolverine that got leaked was a playable build that you could download and play on your PC.
Really?
Yes, people
I
were
didn't
playing
hear
it, and
that.
then like the FBI was stepping in.
Okay, so there's a wild thing in this that potentially is canceled. But so I'm not going to talk spoilers. I avoided spoilers too for Wolverine.
Okay.
Wolverine's the only game with spoilers.
I just saw the gameplay of it and it looks amazing. And apparently the gameplay that leaked was from a 2021 build, which is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And that game's gonna release in apparently that game is 2026, I heard. Ugh,
Wolverine's 2026. Yeah,
sad.
yeah. So Venom gets a game called Venom.
Spider-Man Venom Lethal Protector?
Yeah, Spider-Man Venom Lethal Protector. That's the
Yes.
that's the name so far.
Marvel's Spider-Man Venom Lethal Protector.
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And they have like a title overview. It might be called Marvel's Venom Lethal Protector. And the
Mhm.
idea
Love
is
it.
an all-new storyline that continues from Spider-Man
I saw
2.
I saw these
Mhm.
like PowerPoint presentations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playable, switchable Venom and Spider Heroes. So Silk, maybe?
Playable switchable Venom. Maybe Miles, but
Because they say
maybe
Spider
Silk.
Heroes, not the
Yeah, that's
Spider-Man.
interesting.
And Carnage is the main villain.
Makes sense.
So
I'm
is
okay
it?
with that. I
Mhm.
know Venom, and I was wondering if Venom was or if Carnage was. We were obviously thinking it was going to be DLC or if it was going to be
Mhm.
Spider-Man 3. But if it's going to be Venom, I know Venom and Carnage is like a big thing. Like even though
Yeah,
I don't really care about that, but
you
yeah, I
gotta put
like
them
it.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find
Says
the
it's supposed to be
pictures.
8 to 10 hour standalone experience.
Yeah, I see
12
this.
missions with 3 events, whatever
Three
that
event
means.
bosses. I
Yeah,
see.
3 event bosses. There's optional content like quests, challenges, bases. Jesus, my cat just jumped on my chair.
Oh,
It scared me. Uh, and then there's like crime collectibles. There's no, this isn't confirmed, but I'm thinking they'll maybe do another season change. Maybe it'll be like fall or something, just so New
yeah,
York's a little different.
or
Like,
summer because we haven't done summer yet.
yeah, but would that be too
We've done
different?
fall, we've done winter.
I think winter
Yeah,
again would be fine. I'd be okay with just
yeah.
winter again.
This is 2025,
hmm
and it's $50.
Yeah, they said it's
Yay.
just like the Malice game. It's just like a
Yeah.
small
I
thing.
mean, I'll take it. I mean, obviously, I'll take a Venom game. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'll take it.
And I wonder, is it Harry?
Probably Harry will be in it, but I'm sure they'll switch it
Imagine it's
up.
Eddie. Oh, imagine it's Eddie Brock, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Imagine we could fly with the wings.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yes,
it
I'm
makes it
excited for
very
this,
different. Yeah. I'll
dude.
take it.
I will obviously take that. I'll take that any day of the week.
So another that's like the next game that they're working on, which will be
Yeah,
out
that's their little
soon
placeholder before Spider-Man 3.
before Spider-Man 3, which Wolverine might take over too.
Mm.
Do you know the Wolverine cast?
Of characters or who's playing him?
Both.
No, I just know Wolverine is in it. And I
Yeah.
saw in the gameplay, I saw someone say Mystique.
Okay. I'm gonna send you pictures.
Oh,
Don't show the camera. So this is the cast right here. The main villain is gonna be Mr. Sinister, voiced by Troy Baker.
oh,
Yeah.
oh yes, I love that.
So this is official
Why are these so
concept art that
blurry?
I
I guess
sent you
they're leaks. They're not
because
supposed to
they're
not be
leaks.
blurry.
Yeah.
Wait, who are these? I can't even read the. Oh, ooh.
Yeah, some of the people I don't recognize.
Is that?
But Sasquatch is in this game from Alpha
Oh my
Flight.
God!
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see. Oh, this looks cool.
Crimson Red looks like he's in this game.
You mean Omega Red?
Yeah, Omega Red, I mean, yeah.
Oh, Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah.
Is that? Should we say? I'm just gonna say, is that Jean Grey?
Yep. Okay. Oh, you don't know.
I don't know any of this, man.
Okay, so Jean Grey
I
is
can barely
this.
recognize any of these characters, like, cause it's so blurry, and they're
I'm not
just
doing.
like,
This is all like official leak right here, and the fact that a hero story is small means we could probably talk about this without
yeah.
Insomnia sniping us. So I'm not going to give any spoilers for story,
Is that
but I am
Shang
giving like
Chi?
gameplay spoilers. Jean Grey is the secondary playable character in this game. So you play as
Oh
her and
man,
Wolverine, and you
is
swap.
that
It's
who?
and it's going to be like Miles and Peter.
That's fucking sick. Who are all these characters? I feel like I can't recognize most of them. Do we? I know. I mean, I recognize this. I recognize Wolverine. Who's voicing? Who is that?
I don't know. We
I
just
feel
have
like I
pictures of their
recognize his
faces.
face, but
I don't want to show it on camera because we might.
yeah, Wolverine looks sick. Costume looks
He
cool.
does, yeah.
Who's second? That guy, I recognize you. You're from the X Men.
Little alien guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's that's Leech.
Leech. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, that's cool. Is that Moonstar in the second or third?
The second
The third. The
is
third. I meant.
oh the third picture I sent. Yeah, maybe.
I just feel like is it? People probably know who these characters are. Like, who's number four? I don't even recognize these people, man.
Yeah, they're kind of all over the
I mean,
place.
Mystique is pretty easy to notice. That is not Storm. There's no way that's Storm.
Yeah. A
Oh,
follower of
she's
mine,
cool.
Pedro, sent me all this, so thank you.
Omega Red. So I'm wondering who this guy after Omega Red is. Just a red jacket.
Um,
Like,
Kelly
I don't want to
Hu.
be like, is it Shang-Chi?
So
But
Kelly Hu
like,
played Lady Deathstrike in X-Men 2 and is now in
yeah,
this.
Kelly who played
Mhm.
Sindel in the newest Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something
All
like
right.
that. Yeah.
I'm down with it. I mean, it's an X-Men game. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not, but it
basically.
is.
Basically,
Oh
yeah.
God,
Here,
I would take an
I'll
X-Men
send
game.
you a video here.
I would take an X-Men game. I mean, like playing as Jean, that's enough.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I guess you've seen gameplay, so I won't send you that then.
And Mr. Sinister, the bad guy, is
You ain't ready because this isn't even the biggest
dope.
stuff.
Oh God.
I'll send you some. Do you see any concept art?
No. I just saw the gameplay of him like slicing people.
Here's some like concept art, which is pretty neat.
Oh God, I'm so excited. Oh
for
yes.
Wolverine. For Wolverine.
Oh yes.
But yeah, Mystique seems to be a big villain in this too, and Sabretooth.
Shit, dude.
Mystique would be pretty cool for a villain, like you don't know who to trust kind of thing.
And you gotta
Yeah,
sniff him out, dude. This is sick.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So the main suit's gonna be the yellow suit, like the iconic one, but there's also
Is it
gonna
the
be like the
brown one?
brown one. Well, the
I saw
concept shows a lot
gameplay
of
of the brown
yellow.
one,
Yeah, all the concept art shows them in the yellow. So
except for the one where he's fighting Sabretooth. That
yeah,
one's in the
except for
brown.
that
That's
one.
cool.
It's fighting Sabretooth in a snowy forest, so that's cool.
This
People
is
were complaining
sick.
because there's stealth missions too,
He
but
said
it's
he's a
like,
ninja,
yeah,
man.
he was trained in Japan.
Yeah, he's a dude. That's his first ever solo series. Is
I
him
saw
going to
someone
Japan and
complain.
being a
It's like,
ninja.
I want to be Wolverine. I want to go in like knives out kind of thing. But
You
instead, this
can.
gameplay has us like going on like power wires and like perching on
I did
ledges.
see
It's
that,
like,
yeah.
yeah, but like it's
But you could probably
Wolverine.
do both, man.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's the Wolverine game for the most part. There is like little bits of gameplay. It's alpha, so obviously it doesn't look amazing because there's no lighting or
Yeah,
anything done yet.
Sasquatch is cool.
Yeah, Sasquatch is going to be in this game, which I like a lot. And this isn't the full cast, obviously. There'll be a lot more characters, but this
Yeah,
is like,
man. I wonder now if we get in Gene, if Gene is playable, that's crazy.
yeah.
Like, what is the end game of this?
Well, an X-Men game is coming in 2030, I believe.
What?
Yeah. So that's the
Okay, hold on.
2030.
I'm gonna Google this real quick. I have not seen any of this.
What are you Googling here? What are you Googling?
Insomniac Leaks.
Okay, well, hold on. Before you
Oh,
get
oh,
into
oh, oh,
that,
oh.
I got another game that I gotta tell
Did
you
you?
about.
That wasn't you joking. Like you. There's an X Men game coming in 2030.
Yes. And that's what this game sets up. But I want to show you another game before you look into this so you don't see it here. Um, this is so Spider-Man 3 obviously is coming, but Spider-Man 3 is so far away that we don't really know anything on it. Or nothing that I can
Uh-huh.
find. Just that it's coming. And Venom sets it up. But there's a game before that. And
I
before and
think I
after
may have
Venom.
heard about this.
This
Send it
is
though.
Spider-Man the Great Web.
Multiplayer game.
It's a multiplayer game.
So I did hear about this.
Yes. So this is pretty
Spider-Man: The
crazy,
Great Web. Do
but
we have
this might be
knowledge on
canceled.
this? Like what it is?
I have everything on what this is, and it might be
Oh my
canceled
gosh. Oh my
because
gosh.
Sony announced 2 weeks ago that they're canceling the Last of Us multiplayer game
Yeah,
because
I
they don't
saw
want
that.
to focus on multiplayer games. So this might be within that. But here's some concept art. It is
Oh my
a
god, I see the roadmap. Oh my god, dude.
it
Holy
is a
shit.
I just sent you concept art for this.
X-Men.
It is a multiplayer Spider-Verse game. This is the Spider-Verse game too, where you make your own Spider-Man character and you go into servers and you swing around with your friends and all that. Here's an insane uh
Is that a Venom Sandman? Is that Hobie? I see Hobie. I see. Oh no, that's not Hobie. That's oh my god, that's Ben Riley. I see
I just sent you more.
Gwen.
Yep, Gwen's in it.
Oh my god, dude.
You get to make
Marvel
your own
Spider-Man meets
suit.
GTA Online.
Yeah, that's their like pitch.
Spider-Gwen. Holy shit.
You customize your own character and you swing around with your friends, you do missions with your friends, and you
I feel bad for
go.
Insomniac, dude.
Yeah,
This is a lot of stuff.
yeah. But they want you to fight like a ton of villains. They want you to fight like symbiotes
Spider-Man
and
2 online.
Mysterio and like all these characters here.
So they want to make on so I found this roadmap right now. It says Spider-Man 2 online 2024.
What? I didn't see that.
Multiplayer ambitions remain. Spider-Man 2 online 2024. Wolverine online. X-Men online.
Yeah, they seem to wanted to do a GT Online style thing where you just jump into a server and do whatever you want. But because 2 weeks ago Sony canceled Last of Us 2 multiplayer, and the reason was because they don't want to focus on multiplayer games, they rather single player experiences. This
Yes.
game might be canceled.
Okay. Well,
So
that was Naughty Dog. I don't know if Sony told them to do that.
Sony did tell them to do that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Um,
this game might not happen in the end, but there's still like official concept art and everything out there. Okay, that was the main
X-Men
thing
is
I want to show you.
crazy.
Yeah, X-Men game. X-Men game is far away, so there's not really
2030. Yeah,
any
we're
information
7
on it.
years away from that.
Yeah.
I will be counting the days.
I mean, but until then, we got Venom, Spider-Man 3, and Wolverine for sure.
Holy shit.
So yeah, they're making their own like universe big time here.
Insomniac verse. Oh
Because
my
yeah,
god, and they even have
this
the terms of this X-Men licensing deal.
yeah
How much Marvel gets versus how much Insom. Oh my god, this is bad.
yeah everything was
Can we have
leaked.
Yuri Lowenthal's passport or something?
They have like the all the staff's information. Like
Holy shit, they got a terabyte of data
yeah,
from dude, how does this happen?
apparently they have people's information that
Yeah, I heard about that.
worked on games years ago, and they left
That
the
sucks.
studio. So yeah, it's
I don't
really
like that.
bad. It's really bad, but it's interesting to talk about the game stuff,
Yeah.
not the
Oh
personal
wow.
information stuff.
X-Men is nuts. Like that is blowing my mind right now.
Yeah. The X-Men thing is the big thing, but we don't know anything about that. Like I'm
Oh
guessing
my
he'll
god,
play
a
as like Scott.
PlayStation exclusive. That's gonna be PlayStation 6, dude.
Hmm.
PlayStation this is the PS5. Yeah, PlayStation
Yeah.
6.
It could be. It could be. But yeah, I mean Marvel is also announcing a ton of games. There's like the Iron Man game coming out, the
Blade, Black
Blade.
Panther, Captain America.
These aren't connected.
Yeah,
X-Men is connected to Spider-Man, just like
as it
Wolverine is.
should be. I was gonna say as it should be, but I don't really even know if I think that.
Yeah, and well, it's made by the same studio, so they're all going to be connected. So we could see like Peter show up in one of these games.
Yeah, it would be Yuri Peter, and it'd also be
Mhm.
our video
Miles.
game Miles. Yeah.
Yeah.
What Marvel game do you want? Is there anyone like I would have said X-Men. I would have said Fantastic Four,
Fantastic
obviously.
Four would be cool, yeah. I mean, like
But X-Men,
Spider-Man is the goal.
how would an I'm trying to wonder how an X-Men game works. But
Yeah,
I guess
probably
that's not
just
my
like
job.
switching. You probably have like maybe six playable characters.
Yeah.
You could
But
even
I
do
want
the
them all, dude.
original. Yeah.
I
Like
want
have
them
like
all.
Beast playable. I want Cyclops playable. Like
Yes, obviously.
Wolverine will obviously be in it playable,
Wolverine,
but
Cyclops, Beast, Jean. I mean, we have Jean already, apparently.
yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
I mean, like
It's crazy.
I'm really excited for Blade. Honestly,
Yeah, Blade's gonna be cool.
Blade looks really good.
I'm excited for Iron Man.
Yeah,
I wish they could get another shot at Avengers.
I would love an Arkham style Daredevil game.
Yeah, that would be killer. I'm looking at these Spider-Man 3 plans.
What are the plans? I didn't really look much
There's just
into
a
it.
picture of the Goblin King,
Okay,
which
yeah,
is
the
with
Goblin
Norman.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also a picture of Silk.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we knew that going in the Spider-Verse game. One of the pictures I sent you where they're going at Mysterio Silks in it.
Yeah. Identify and begin work on these are such spoilers, dude. Key prototypes for known elements such as Cindy Moon, playable Spider Hero, Goblin Army, enemy faction, stuff like that,
Hmm.
which is pretty cool.
Sandman
So
Carnage.
Goblin Army playable enemy faction. Yeah, yeah. So those will be like the goons.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited. I'm excited for it. They better not split it up into part one and part two, but I'm excited for it.
Oh, they might. They probably will. It seems like it's funny because Ratchet and Clank's also on here. It's like it feels like they're just all Marvel. It's a Marvel studio now, but they're trying to make
Yeah.
sure they're not with Ratchet and Clank.
Side content. Perhaps the Carnage storyline and others.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's major.
Cool.
But yeah,
Wow,
that's
I didn't expect all that. Spider-Man 2 DLC. Oh, here we go.
oh, I didn't see
Beetle
this.
Infestation, free DLC, open world mission boss fight. Spider-Man Extreme Carnage. Spider-Man 2 free DLC, open world mission boss fight. Spider-Verse Anomaly. Spider-Verse NPCs and villains, Sony Pictures crossover, Spider-Verse mission, Spider-Verse visual filter.
Whoa. And that's for Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. Oh my
Well,
goodness.
I mean
These are all free.
the
Beetle. Oh my
show
god.
Spider-Verse.
Beetle. Spider-Man 2 New Game Plus trophy.
Well, that
Oh,
comes out in January,
yeah. Wow,
likely.
there's so many leaks. This is crazy.
Because yeah, they tease Spider-Verse. So
Cast. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
what you find?
Oh, okay. We have the characters like the actors. Liam McIntyre is playing Wolverine. Let's look him up. I feel
Oh
like I
yeah,
know
so people thought he would be. 'Cause
he's
he was
Australian.
he was posting that he was
He's a
in like a
weather wizard
recording
on The
booth.
Flash.
Yeah.
Oh wow. All right.
I wonder if for Wolverine auditions they just had someone yell.
He's also Captain Boomerang in the Suicide Squad cartoons.
Okay, so he has voice work, history, and
He
all
was
that.
Taron Malicos in Jedi Fallen Order. The guy you fight on come on, what is it called? What is it called? What is it called?
I played Fallen Order.
Where Darth Maul is from
Oh, with the beard.
with the beard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here are all the characters. Mystique, Callisto. Oh, Callisto. She's Callisto's the guy. Am I thinking of the right guy? He's the guy that like no, I'm thinking of Caliban. Never mind. Thinking of the wrong character. Uh Omega Red. Oh, this guy is Sunfire. Shuro Yoshida.
Sunfire's in this.
Yeah, he's the guy with the red shirt or the red jacket. God, sorry for all the spoilers if everyone listening does not want these spoilers, but
Sunfire. That's such a okay. Yeah.
he's
Because Sunfire
look
is
he's
one of the giant size X-Men
yeah, I was
characters.
gonna say he's yeah.
Yeah.
So makes sense, I guess.
Him and Banshee like they just
Sabretooth,
kind of left.
Nathaniel Essex, Jean Grey, Walter Langowski. I love him. Sasquatch. Deathstrike. Yeah, so here we go. All these characters.
This makes me excited. I want like more unique mutants that we don't see much. Like I want strong man or strong guy.
Yeah, well,
I want
strong
strong
guy.
guy. I want like Madrox, like multiple man.
Jean Grey looks cool.
Give me Wolf's Bane.
Yes, or
Just
Cannonball.
the X Factor. Give me the X
The New
Factor.
Mutants.
Yeah, the New
Or the X
Mutants.
Factor, yeah.
Give me X
Tiger.
Force.
Oh,
Which
Kelly
well,
Who, she's playing a character that's Mystique's wife.
so that's what's her name? Not Dreamer.
No, she's
Night
not Destiny. She's playing a different
Destiny.
character.
Yeah. Oh,
Tiger
okay.
Tiger is her character's name.
So they're not doing the Nightcrawler thing.
No, they're not,
Oh,
unless they've already done
Nightcrawler?
it.
I want to play as Nightcrawler.
That would be sick. That would be sick. Omega Red is, oh man, okay. I'm just gonna be looking at this all day later.
Yeah,
Just looking through
it's a
all of
lot.
this.
You're just gonna be looking through all of the employee information later.
Yeah. Where does this guy work? Can I text him and ask him?
Yeah.
Dude, Wolverine's got 40 missions. Okay, I gotta look at this later because I will be looking at this all day. Oh my god, he's got the white suit. He's got the the suit where he's Patch.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Madripoor. Okay, later. I gotta look at this later.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's basically it. Like the main thing of this podcast was Aquaman
Yeah.
and the DCU Good Riddance. But then I
Yeah.
want to talk about that with you. But that's kind of it.
DCU, good riddance. Yeah. Good night. Goodbye. All of those movies. Good night.
Yeah.
And not gonna miss them.
Yeah.
I
Did
want
you?
Green Arrow.
I want Green Lantern, which we're getting. So we're
Did I
good.
read comics this week?
Yeah.
I did.
I
You
didn't.
guys aren't caught up on this, huh? Godzilla, Justice League, Kong.
I'm not reading it.
Um,
I don't care
Godzilla,
for it.
Godzilla killed Superman.
What?
He died. Superman actually died.
Did they show the cape like it's a doomsday fight?
No, it was the panel. You
Oh.
remember that panel that everyone posted of him like on the ground, like fucked up after Godzilla fucked him up? It's like the last page of the last one. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
he's dead. Like I thought he was gonna get up. He died. And Batman's like, no, say it ain't so.
I guess they could because it's an Elseworld thing, so they could do
Yeah.
that.
What else? Wonder Woman was good.
Oh yeah. I haven't got my comics this week yet. I haven't gone to the store.
There's a part where it's like the backup about Wonder Woman's daughter, and it's that John and Damian are babysitting her in the Fortress of Solitude, like they're on fortress duty,
Yeah.
and they lose track of her. They're like, where did she go? Like, where did Lizzie go? And
Oh
she's using the Black Mercy, the thing, the thing that gives you like your most deepest desire that in that Superman
yeah.
story. Yeah, she's just using it for fun.
Okay. Fair
Like she's
enough.
just
Yeah.
attached to it, and she's like seeing this world where she's queen of the Amazons, and like the brothers are like like kneeling and listening to her.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It's pretty good. These backups are like they're really fun. I just I kind of want this to be a thing. This is better than Yara and Jace and John.
It's
You know,
Trinity, right?
yeah. If this is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, that's cool.
Yeah, I think they kind of abandoned the Jason Yara thing.
Yeah, because I remember I said Yara Floor would not last, and you said she would.
I thought she
Where is she
would.
now?
Yeah, she's gonna be in next Wonder Woman issue.
No, I don't care.
Yeah, Tom King posted on his Instagram like next month, and it's Yara, Donna, and Cassie.
All right, they're both one. They're all three Wonder Girls, I guess.
Yeah,
Superman. You want to know something funny about the Superman issue?
sure. Yeah, I haven't read it, but
Bruno Redondo drew it.
what?
Yeah, it was a. I was like, wait a minute, why is Bruno drawing? Bruno's drawing Superman, I guess.
What happened to Nightwing?
Nightwing still got that other guy. Bruno's drawing Superman.
You know what? I have not caught up on Nightwing at all.
You know, it's okay. It's all right.
I
It's
dropped it.
it's just it's one of those things where I'm just like, man, I wish Bruno was here. So Superman
Yeah.
gets sent back to the past, and he becomes this. Superman's a cowboy.
Oh,
So we're gonna get a Superman cowboy story, which is pretty cool.
probably better than the Guardians one.
Yeah, but this will be actual cowboys. He's actually in the past.
Okay.
That's kind of it. I mean, Hulk was really good.
I hear Hulk's great.
Iron Man was good. That's kind of it.
Man, I'm flipping through this Nightwing issue that I haven't read. Why are some artists drawing Jason with the white in his hair while
I
most
don't
don't?
know. I have no idea. I thought we'd finish doing that at the new 52, but
Yeah, you think editor would like catch that, but okay.
what do we even add in Nightwing? 109. This is Nightwing issue 109. I think Bruno's back next issue, unless he's not gonna stay on Superman, but like he could. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. The last okay, Nightwing 108, which came out like 2 weeks ago. The last line in the book is the Bat family's watching Dracula, and Steph goes, "Hey, Dracula is basically Batman. Get it?" And Jason goes, "Yes, Steph, we get it."
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Oh, he's Batman because he can turn to a bat.
Batman can't do that.
But Dracula can. He's basically Batman.
Oh, okay.
Good job, Steph. That's all you do now.
Good
That's your
job,
one.
Tom Taylor.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess
God.
that's it. This is
Yeah, I
the
guess so.
last podcast of the year.
Is it?
Yeah, because we're not doing it next week.
Damn, we have to do a Golden Timmy's at least. Some
Yeah,
point.
yeah, we do actually.
You don't have to do that. I guess we could do that in 2024. But
Yeah, or probably in the next episode will be the Timmy's Awards, as we did.
Timmy's Awards, yes.
Yeah, going over like there was a lot of bad this year. That's the
There
thing.
was some horrible shit this year. But then we also
Yeah,
had Spider-Verse.
but that
Don't forget
obviously
that.
wins. Yeah,
Don't forget that we had that.
yeah. So yeah, we'll talk next time. It won't be next week because I know JD's busy and I'm busy and Harper's missing.
Yeah.
I guess.
Went to space.
Yeah. Oh,
He
okay.
didn't tell you that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, sorry. Oops.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be back in 2024. So happy holidays, and if you see JD, tell him you know.
Yeah. Tell him, for Atlantis to just chill.
Yeah.
Tell Atlantis to chill.
You know, Ocean Master was in that like Fisher King's jail. That's where
Yeah.
JD is.
Yes, he is. Yeah, that's really got him stuck.
Yeah, we'll
So
come back next
pray for
time,
him.
full beard and everything. It's like
Pray for JD.
it's only been 2 weeks, man. Like, it doesn't matter. So yeah, pray for JD, and yeah, see you next time. Bada bada booey.